Diddy's former personal assistant, David James, gives his testimony against Diddy. The government asked David James, "Why are you here?" "I've been subpoenaed." "Were you Combs' personal assistant?" "Yes, from 2007 to 2009. "Who is that in this photo?" "That is David James." "That is yourself?" "Yes." "I went to college in Michigan and I later faxed my resume to Bad Boy." "Where was the interview?" 1710 Broadway. "Who'd you meet?" "Tommy, his sister Kesha, and others." "How did they test you for the job?" "They gave me 40 appointments and asked me to make a schedule. You had to know, for example, what time a particular show was on Hot 97. "What did Mr. Combs ask you?" "To make a spreadsheet for Miami." I said I'd know his food and restaurant preferences. He asked me why I'd make a good assistant. I said, "Can't stop, won't stop," and I got the job. Did he have other assistants? Yes. David James, Miss Robles, Mr. Barber, and others. What would you do as an assistant? I'd work at Bad Boy till 5 and then go out to dinner and then to the studio till 3 a.m. We'd get a call time at the end of the night. Did you travel with Mr. Combs as well? Yes. Who were his security staff? D-Rock, Roger Bonds, and Uncle Paulie. You worked 20 hours a day? Yes, security did too. What did the security staff tell you? To stay in my lane. Who said that? Roger Bonds and Uncle Paulie. Focusing on Diddy's personal chef. Who is this? Chef Jordan. And the government asked the assistant, "Did Mr. Combs have girlfriends back then when you worked for him?" "Yes, Kim Porter, Sarah, Tara, Yana, and Cassie." What was your first conversation with Cassie? "We were on Star Island. Carrie Morgan was there too. Cassie said this lifestyle is crazy. I asked her, why don't you leave? She said Sean controls my life, my music, and he pays for my apartment." Next conversation. It was about her music, but the album never came out. Did you overhear a conversation? Yes. Mr. Combs said, "Kim is my queen out in LA with my family." He said, "I have Cassie right where I want her. She's young and moldable." What about physical violence between Mr. Combs and Cassie? Did you personally observe it? No, I did not. Do you remember a blog post? Yes, I was in LA when he came back from a club. What did Mr. Combs say? That someone was lying on him, saying that he hit Cassie at the club. He went through my browsing history. No one has ever done that to me. Did Mr. Combs give you instructions about Cassie? To bring her some food at the London hotel, some Roscoe's. What is Roscoe's? Some delicious fried chicken in Los Angeles. What did you do for Mr. Combs in New York? I'd bring him applesauce, Jell-O, Fiji water, his toiletry bag with ointments just for men. We brought 40 items just so he wouldn't call us later. I'd get a key like at the Trump International Hotel. I'd also set up the medicine bag in the personal Louis Vuitton bag. What was in it? Viagra, perks. How did you go about replenishing these supplies? I'd use my personal credit card and then Bad Boy paid me back. Who paid you back? Usually Roger Bonds. Did Mr. Combs ever stay alone in a hotel? Never. Usually Cassie, sometimes other women. Did he ask you for things during a stay? He'd text me for an iPod or food. Did anything strange ever happen? Yes, in Miami he asked for an iPod from his house on Star Island. I drove it to his hotel and knocked and no one answered. I had the key because I'd set the room up. What did you see? Cassie on the bed. There was another person who sort of scurried away and then the shower was on and I thought that Mr. Combs was in there. How was she sleeping? On her back? What about the other person? He was about 5'8" with long hair. He scurried away. Did you ask anything? I wasn't hired to ask about their personal affairs. Did you ever pick up substances for Mr. Combs? Yes, the perks at the pharmacy, sometimes in my name. Did you give him permission to use your name? I don't recall that. Was there a dealer? Yes, one stop. He meet with a lot of people? Yes, even former presidents. Which one? Former President Barack Obama. What was your understanding of what would happen if you hadn't have done these things? And then Diddy's team objected and the judge sustained. Did you ever take E? Yes, I was drinking Ciroc and I took E and I was Diddy bopping. What do you mean? I was just vibing. Did you speak with Mr. Combs about it? He was reviewing footage of the party. We had a videographer who filmed the parties. He asked me, "Hey, Playboy, was that you dancing around at the party?" I said yes, and he said, "I'm going to keep the video in case I ever need it." What do you mean? That I'd be embarrassed. Did anything ever go missing? They said a bracelet was missing. Uncle Paulie came to my hotel room and searched my belongings and those of my girlfriend at the time. Could you have said no? And Diddy's team objects, and the judge says, move on. Do you ever have to take a lie detector test? Yes. Who was present? Just me and this gentleman. It was very intimidating. They put monitors on my head, my chest, and my hand. Could you have refused? Not to keep my job. Did this happen again? Yes, when Mr. Combs said a watch of his had been stolen. What was the result? The gentleman told me I seemed nervous. I said, I sure am. Once Capricorn Clark had to take a lie detector to prove that she wasn't a part of a heist of Mr. Combs' jewelry. Was there an incident at Mel's Diner with Suge Knight? Yes, I drove the Silver Navigator to get cheeseburgers there. D-Rock said, that's that mother effer Suge Knight. He went over and said, what's up? Suge didn't recognize him. D-Rock said, I'm Big's boy. What happened next? We noticed 4 black SUVs on different sides of the parking lot. I saw someone hand Suge Knight a weapon. D-Rock said, we gotta get out of here. We drove back to the house. What did you find there? Cassie was crying. Mr. Combs got in the vehicle and I saw 3 weapons on his lap. I felt calm because we had been in a silver vehicle and now we were in a black one. They wouldn't see us coming. What did you find at Mel's Diner? Suge Knight had left. Mr. Combs said drive around the block. What did you decide? To leave the company. They offered me other positions, but I just wanted to leave. My life was at risk. No further questions. And now we are getting into David James' cross-examination testimony, so y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.